Manchester City's future transfer plans involve trying to sign England duo Bukayo Saka and Jude Bellingham. Saka and Bellingham enjoyed impressive World Cup tournaments, despite the Three Lions' defeat to France at the quarter-final stage, and enhanced their growing reputations as two of the brightest young players in the game. Both had been heavily linked with moves away from their respective clubs, Arsenal and Borussia Dortmund, before the World Cup, and the speculation over their future is set to intensify after their stellar performances for Gareth Southgate's side. Premier League champions Manchester City hammered out a new 2-year deal with manager Pep Guardiola in December, committing the Spaniard to the club until 2025, and plans are being drawn up to strengthen his squad with both Saka and Bellingham. City have held an interest in Saka for a long time and are taking an active interest in his contract talks with Arsenal, which have been dragging on for well over 12 months. In November, the Gunners are willing to make Saka the highest paid player at the club, and are desperate to tie him down as his current deal runs out in 2024. Saka's representatives are due to sit down with Arsenal for further talks now that his World Cup adventure is over, where Arsenal hope he will commit to being the face of Mikel Arteta's project moving forward. But if he doesn't agree to renew, it's likely the City will be given the green light to pursue a move in 2023. As for Bellingham, he is also set to discuss his long-term future with his representatives and family, although Borussia Dortmund are hopeful that he will remain in Germany for at least another year. Indeed, the Bundesliga giants hope they can negotiate an improved contract with Bellingham that would include a release clause, something that his current deal does not currently have, having seen Erling Haaland and Jadon Sancho leave under similar circumstances to varying degrees of success. Bellingham is still considering his options, which as well as staying in Germany include moving back to England with City or Liverpool, who are very much the leading Premier League contenders for his signatures, or joining European champions Real Madrid. Liverpool have indeed been working hard in the background, but Manchester City firmly believe that while Bellingham has friends at Anfield, the prospect of working with Guardiola and the opportunity to team up again with Erling Haaland could be key to luring him to the Etihad. Manchester City would not be trying to persuade Bellingham to move to the club if they did not believe there was a real chance of landing him, but the task is not easy, with both Madrid and Liverpool believed to be putting compelling cases to the teenager. A move to the Spanish capital would see Bellingham link up with a star-studded young squad that includes the likes of Vinicius Jr., Fede Valverde and Aurelien Tchouameni, while a future deal for Brazilian wonderkid Endrick has also been announced. Arsenal winger Bukayo Saka is close to signing a new deal and committing his long-term future to the club. Bukayo Saka is a player that has gained the respect and interest from Manchester City in recent months, but he is now reportedly set to commit his long-term future to his boyhood club Arsenal. The deal is now reportedly very close to being agreed, which would all but end Manchester City's interest in the player. City would have been hoping for a similar situation to when they took Raheem Sterling from Liverpool, but that now looks very unlikely to happen. Bukayo Saka is now moving increasingly closer to signing a new deal at Arsenal. Talks have been ongoing for a while, but it is now finally looking like a deal is close and possible. Manchester City have an interest in the player, with Pep Guardiola being an admirer of the player. That interest will more than likely end when a new deal is signed, as the player will be committed to Arsenal for a long-term deal. In terms of alternatives for wingers the club could sign next summer, AC Milan winger Rafael Leao is emerging as a heavy favorite. He will be extremely high in terms of a price tag, but Manchester City are certainly interested in his signature. Bukayo Saka though is set to stay at Arsenal. The new deal is expected to be signed in the coming days, with a big pay rise expected as well as a long-term contract offered.